This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Alternator renewal. Lock carrier service position. Open the driver's door, reach under the fascia and pull the bonnet release lever. Lift the safety catch, then fully open the bonnet. Using the tool provided, remove the centre cap from the wheel. Where necessary, use the locking wheel bolt adapter and slacken each of the wheel bolts half a turn. Position the workshop jack adjacent to the jacking point indicated by a triangular notch in the sill. Raise the vehicle until the tyre is clear of the ground, then place an axle stand under the sill flange at the jacking point. Remove the jack. Fully unscrew the bolts and remove the wheel. Engine under tray. Remove the single screw at the front edge of the under tray. Undo the torque screws along the outer edges and the screws at the rear. Slide the under tray rearwards and remove it. Pull the plastic cover upwards to release the mountings. Unclip and remove the air intake duct cover, then unclip and remove the intake duct. Disconnect the vacuum hose and wiring plug, then release the clamp and disconnect the air outlet hose. Undo the retaining bolt adjacent to the battery, then pull the assembly from its mountings. Undo the 3 bolts securing the upper edge of the bumper. Remove the bumper-to-wing bolt each side and the bumper-to-wing bracket bolts. Gently pull the rear edges of the bumper from the wing clips. Slide out the grey locking clip and disconnect the front fog lights wiring plugs. Undo the retaining bolts along the lower edge of the bumper. Carefully pull the bumper forwards and remove it. Undo the screws and remove the bonnet release cable connection cover. Prise open the lid, then disconnect the release cable. Release the clamp and disconnect the left-hand side intercooler hose, then remove the right-hand intercooler hose. Unscrew and remove the lock carrier retaining bolts each side and substitute them with suitable threaded rods or tools screwed into the lower bolt locations. Undo the bolt each side securing the lock carrier to the wings. Release the coolant hose clip at the left-hand end of the engine. Unclip the wiring loom where applicable. Pull the lock carrier forwards approximately 100 mm, then hold it in position with a block of wood each side. Removal. Rotate the tensioner clockwise, then lock it in place using a suitable pin, drill bit or Allen key. If the belt is to be refitted, mark its original direction of rotation. Working from above, disconnect the compressor wiring plug, then unscrew and remove the 2 mounting bolts that are accessible. Remove the lower mounting bolt, pull the compressor from the locating dowels, then suspend it from the chassis member with cable ties or similar. Try not to strain the refrigerant pipes. Undo the nut and detach the cable support bracket. Prise off the plastic cap, then undo the nut and disconnect the battery positive lead from the alternator. Unscrew and remove the alternator lower mounting bolt, then unscrew the upper bolt. Remove the upper bolt, pull the alternator from place, then depress the clip and disconnect the wiring plug. To aid refitting, use a socket, washer and mounting bolt to move the sliding spacers outwards a little and create clearance. Maneuver the alternator into position and reconnect the wiring plug. Insert the upper mounting bolt and lower mounting bolt, then tighten them to the specified torque. Locate the battery positive lead over the terminal, tighten the nut and refit the plastic cap. Refit the support bracket and tighten the retaining nut. Locate the air conditioning compressor over the dowels, then insert the mounting bolts and reconnect the wiring plug. Tighten the compressor mounting bolts to the specified torque. Fit the new belt around the alternator and air conditioning compressor pulleys, then around the crankshaft pulley grooves and the tensioner pulley. Check the belt ribs locate correctly in the pulley grooves. Hold the tensioner and unlock it. Slowly release the tensioner and allow it to rest against the belt. Apply a little high temperature grease to the hub centre. Locate the wheel over the hub, align the holes, then insert the bolts and lightly tighten them. Raise the vehicle, remove the axle stand, then lower it to the ground. Tighten the bolts to the specified torque. Don't forget to refit the centre cap. Reset. Remove the block of wood each side, push the lock carrier rearwards, then insert the retaining bolts and remove the threaded rods or tools as applicable. Tighten the lock carrier bolts securely. On the left-hand side, clip the wiring loom back into place, then reconnect the intercooler hose and secure it with the clamp. Refit and tighten the lock carrier to wing bolt each side. Reconnect the bonnet release cable and refit the cover. Refit the right-hand side intercooler hose and securely tighten the clamps. Maneuver the bumper into position. Then press the rear edges firmly into the wing clips. Insert and tighten the bumper upper mounting bolts. Insert and tighten the bumper to wing bracket bolt each side and the bumper to wing bolts. Insert and tighten the retaining bolts along the lower edge of the bumper. Maneuver the air cleaner assembly into position, pressing it down firmly into its mountings. Then refit and tighten the retaining bolt. Align the cover with its mountings and press it firmly down into place. Maneuver the under tray into position, then slide it forwards to engage with the front panel. Refit, then tighten the screws at the rear edge, outer edges, and the single screw at the front. Firmly close the bonnet and check it secure.